on what I really think is going to, who's going to win this series. And as game is at 6:30 p.m. September 9th while I'm recording this. So it's like 2 a.m. September 9th. So the game is in today, basically. Technically it's today. So if you're watching this, do not go attack me. And obviously, what the heck? My bad. So, sorry, as you guys know, if you're watching this video, like pretty much less than 15 hours after its release, then the Celtics would be up 3-2, and right now, since they're up 3-2, they're probably the favorites to win this series. But so when it comes down to it, realistically, Boston should most likely win in 7. And the game is also really late, though. I looked at it's planned for 12 a.m., like at night. So we're supposed to have a really late game 7 if it necessary, and Detroit the Raptors can pull through with the win. But that's if necessary. I'm gonna be reacting to, well, not reacting, but I'm gonna put my personal thoughts on game 6 when it happens, like not right after it happens, maybe, but like I'll be doing a game 6 thing. And in my opinion, right now, I do think win this, they just have to take advantage what they have to their advantage, because it's like, I know Gordon Hayward is in the gameplay you're watching, but he's not, obviously, in the team currently. He's not on the team right now because it's Gordon Hayward. I think you all know why he's not playing, but yeah, Gordon Hayward's not in the game because of injuries, like always. But in my opinion, Gordon Hayward, with like Gordon Hayward, they probably could have already won the series. Well, no. I kind of made it sound wrong. With Gordon Hayward, they would probably 100% win game 6. Unless he got injured mid-game, you never know. It's Gordon Hayward. But if he didn't get injured in game 6, which is still likely because it's Gordon Hayward, but no more Gordon Hayward jokes. What I'm getting at is if they had Gordon Hayward, yes, they would most likely win this game 6. But they don't have Hayward. And usually Hayward would come off the bench and give them momentum on the bench for the starters to go back in and come in clutch and stuff. Gordon Hayward provides their bench. They don't have any bench now, because it's all gone. It's literally all gone. Their bench is all gone because of Gordon Hayward. Yes, they do have, what's his name? They do, and I know they do have, Enes Kanter. Sorry, my bad. They do have Enes Kanter. I'm not big with the Celtics. I know, like, their core, like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown and stuff. Well, I know a lot about the Celtics. Yeah, the guy inbounding the ball, Enes Kanter. Yeah, he's going to be the X factor in this series. And that sounds a little bit ridiculous because, damn. But it sounds a little bit ridiculous because he's not really that big of a deal. But since Gordon Hayward's not here, no offense to anybody else, if any Boston Celtics players are watching this that come off the bench other than Enes Kanter, but you guys aren't much help. no offense, you're not much help. It's like Gordon Hayward was the reason your team was so good, because he would come off the bench, provide you 17 points a game, and then you sit back up. So it's like, they would probably win in 6 with Hayward. But what I'm trying to get at is they don't have Hayward, and that screws up their game a lot. But they also don't have to worry about Hayward, because they still are leading 3-2. And nobody can take away that 3-2 lead, except unless the Raptors. Alright, in my opinion, if Enes Kanter does not play good in Game 6, if Enes Kanter doesn't do good within the last 2 games, I do think the Toronto Raptors can take this series. So I think Enes Kanter will be the X factor, because he's, no offense, the only good player on their bench. No offense. So I think Enes Kanter will be an X factor. And I think for Toronto, every player is going to need to step up. Everybody on their team is the X factor, because they're down 3-2. If pretty much everybody, everybody, listen here. Everybody needs to have a good game. Marc Gasol needs to have a good game. Kyle Lowry, which on it'll be, because this would be the most important game of the series for them. If they lose this game, they're going home. If they win this game, then they're going to Game 7, and then potentially going home. So the Raptors would have to beat the odds. And after I watch Game 6 and 7, if there is a 7, after I watch Game 6, I'll make a video, see if we have 7 or if the Celtics won the series. If the Celtics do win tomorrow, well, today technically, but if they do win today, then there will be no more Raptors-Celtics videos. If the Raptors win today, then there'll be one more, and that's on Game 7. So, and that'll probably be a really late video, because it starts at 12 a.m. and it'll probably be like a 12 or 1 a.m. video. So, what I'm trying to get at is, like, I don't know. I kind of went off topic. But yeah, so no matter what, this is going to be one of my last Raptors Celtics videos. Max, this is going to be my 3rd last. At lowest, it's going to be my 2nd last. Obviously, because Game 6 is going to be an X Factor game for both teams, because Toronto's going home if they don't win tonight. So in my opinion, September 9th, 2020 will be one of the biggest games in Toronto history. Because if Toronto loses this game, then they're meat. They're just dead meat. If the Raptors lose this game, then they're going home. But I heard the food's pretty bad there, so they might want to go home. No, but that was kind of a corny joke. The point is, if the Raptors, like, I don't know, I just feel like Game 6 is going to be really important. Because they blew Game 5. Absolutely, well, they just choked in Game 5. Like, if they can play like Game 3, then they secure themselves a bag. They just don't want to have it as close and of a OG Anunoby taking a last-second shot, because I do believe that was luck. And, like, if I had to trust somebody to take that shot on the team, it would probably be Kyle Lowry. Really, if I was trusting someone to take a shot like that on the team, I know in that situation, he was wide open, and it's not like it was Shaq wide open. You'd rather just give it to Pascal Siakam contested in the corner. I understand that he's not Shaq, but it's just like, he's in his third year, so it's like you can't blame him if he missed that shot. But also at the same time, he just sold the bag if he missed that shot. But in my opinion, the Raptors blew the opportunity to win the series. They won 2 games in a row, and I understand it's kind of hard to just win 3 games in a row on the top 5 team in the league out of 30 and 22 that were playing in the Orlando bubble. And currently the only teams that haven't went home are the Lakers, Rockets, Raptors, Celtics, Nuggets, Clippers. And if I didn't mention the Heat, also the Heat. So there's only 7 teams left in the bubble. And it could potentially go down to 6 for game 6 of this series. And I'm also going to be making another video tonight based off of the Lakers-Rockets series, what I think of that. Because that game happened about an hour ago. The Lakers-Rockets series and the Nuggets-Clippers series. I want to make all the videos tonight, just because it's way easier than just waiting 5 hours. But I'm not going to get into those series, but I'm just saying if you want to watch a lot of videos on predictions, tonight I'm going to be making approximately 3 videos on it. So, yeah, 3 videos. And, well, today I'm going to be making 4 because game 6. And so within the next, 3 days, I'm going to have a lot of NBA discussion videos. And that's what my channel is going to start being about, NBA discussions. And we're going to stop, doing Fortnite and stuff. It's just going to go down to NBA discussions. So in my opinion, I do think, for the final prediction, call me stupid, but I do think Toronto's got the bag. Call me stupid, but I do think Toronto has it. Yes, they're down 3-2, and you can be a biased Celtics fan. Oh, we have 17 championships. We're not going to lose to a team with 1. We have 16 more than them. But you got to also think, your team hasn't won it since 2008. No offense. Your team hasn't won in a decade, 12 years. Right? So, just because you have Kemba Walker and Jason and some young prospect that could be a bust, or just because you have Kemba Walker, this team's not winning for the future. I'm sorry. Yeah, you have Jaylen Brown, but their heart and soul is Kemba Walker. Their heart and soul is 30 years old. That's why I think this Toronto team can win. You could say that their heart and soul is Kyle Lowry. He's 30 years old. But Kemba Walker has played with 2 teams, Charlotte and Boston. He doesn't have the best experience with winning because he played in Charlotte, and we all know why. He didn't have a winning experience in Charlotte. So he's not going to lead a team of youngsters to win. All right? He's not going to lead this team to win because he doesn't have the best experience. Because this is his first year in history where he even has a slight chance at really making the playoffs. So he doesn't have experience with playoff leadership. Kyle Lowry has a lot of playoff experience. They just only went far twice, and Kyle Lowry was never the leader, but he was the heart and soul. When he played with DeRozan, yeah, he was the heart and soul, just not the leader. Yeah, when he played with Kawhi, he was the heart and soul. Kyle, on this Toronto team, and it's going to be like that for a long time until he gets probably around 36, 30, probably 38 years old. Because Kyle Lowry is going to be retiring within the next few years. So in my opinion, they should trade Kyle Lowry. I don't want them to, but they kind of have to within like the next 3 to 2 years, or else he's gonna have no value. He might even be retired by then. But it's just kind of like they don't. I don't know. I just think Toronto will win in 7. Because when it comes down to it, Kemba Walker doesn't have playoff experience. Because I don't think he's ever made the playoffs. Because this is his first year in Boston. This is his first year in his career where he's made the playoffs, probably. And if not, he probably got destroyed in the first round. So he doesn't have experience with leading a team in the playoffs. He just doesn't have experience of really just doing anything in the playoffs in general. He doesn't have experience with the playoffs. Like, if he had playoff experience, yeah, I could see them. But when your heart and soul is someone who is in their first year of making the playoffs right now, you're not gonna win against a team like the Toronto Raptors. And that's really just the truth. Like, how is someone who's, I believe, only made the playoffs this year going to lead a whole Boston Celtics team with all the important people on their team, including Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Daniel Tice, that are no older than 30 years old? And they're still in their like mid-20s, early 20s. That's my question. Like, as you see in this gameplay, there's like 10 seconds left and the Celtics are down by 2. Daniel can walk up to Daniel Tice. Good pass. Yeah. Kemba Walker and Daniel Tice have communication. They're going to be really important. That's just my opinion. The video will end when the game ends, just so you guys know. But my question is, who, and I mean who, is Daniel Tice? He doesn't sound like a dude who's can be an X factor for a series. No offense. Like, but that's not the point. The point is, Kemba Walker's never made the playoffs in his career other than this year. So he's doesn't have the most experience of leading a team to the playoffs. Past a team like the Toronto Raptors, who are a top 4 team in the NBA, and a lot of are serious contenders to get the ring. How are you gonna beat that team with your heart and soul as someone who's never made the playoffs? That's just my question. Like, it would be like a rookie LeBron. Well, no, don't put it that way. I'll know how to explain it. It would probably be Kobe Bryant leading the Lakers before Shaq came. Like a 1996, 1997 Kobe Bryant. Like the year Kobe got drafted, being the leader of that team. Because that was before Shaq came. That's what that's saying. It's like that. Kemba needs somebody who can lead him. He can't be a leader, at least right now. Give it a few years in Boston, and yes, he can 100% be a leader. But it's just, like, yes, Kemba Walker can be a leader for the regular season. But once the playoffs come around, it's kind of like, I don't know. because this is probably his first year making the playoffs. So he doesn't have the most playoff experience. And he's doing good for his first like playoff run. Because this is, even if he has made the playoffs before, this is his first playoff run. So for his first playoff run and potentially even playoff debut, yes, he's doing really good. But we're talking about a championship where if he wins this another game against Toronto and beats the Miami Heat in the finals, he's gonna have to verse the Rockets, Lakers, Nuggets, or Clippers. One of those 4 teams, because those are the only 4 teams left in the Western Conference as I'm recording this video. So, be honest with me. Is Kemba Walker going to be any of the leaders that I list? LeBron James, James Harden, Nikola Jokic, and Kawhi Leonard. No, it's not happening. The closest chance would probably be the Nuggets, and that would be like a 6 or 7 game one, but everyone else would probably be 5 or 4 games. I would see the Rockets in 5, the Lakers in 4, and the Clippers in 5 or 4. But I do not, I mean not. The ending to this game is crazy though. It's pre-recorded. Just kidding, it's not, but the ending to this game is most gonna be crazy. Just for the score right now, it's live. So, I don't know if we have a timeout. And the exclusive. Damn it. I did not know if we had a timeout. But, the point is, do I think Kemba Walker could beat the Raptors? Yeah, he has a good chance at defeating Toronto. But can he win the chip? Damn, we lost. No. They do not have a chance at the chip. Because in my opinion, if the Celtics go to the Eastern Conference Finals and beat the Raptors, they're probably most, I'm not saying definitely, but most likely to blow it against Miami or absolutely blow in the finals. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna go do my Nuggets and Clippers video. See you guys. My bad. See you guys